Right. I have got my office back up and running. I am Jono, of course. Obviously, if you don't know who I am Jono. So, obviously, still in self-isolation. It is time for yet again another little walkthrough video, and from performance samples again. I'm going to have a little look at a couple of libraries, but this video is going to be specifically on Angry Winds. That's just been released. I'm also putting out another video on Angry Brass Soloists as well. So if you like this video, check that one out as well. But okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the patches and have a little noodle and play and, you know, hear what it sounds like and stuff, see what it can and can't do. And then I've got a track that I've been working on. I sort of abandoned it about a year ago. It's just a sketch of an idea that sort of meanders everywhere and stuff. But I wrote it just with orchestral instruments, and I wanted to try this library, using it to layer with, because this library is basically one dynamic layer. So it's forte fortissimo. So it's a loud, angry, aggressive winds library. And it's used for layering. You know, I wouldn't use this all the time because it's just ear fatiguing if you use everything at triple F. You know, it's not heavy metal, which, you know, is ear fatiguing in its own way if you're not careful. So, yeah, I want to hear what it's like with a piece that I've been writing and augment it with that and then see what happens. And it could be a complete and total car crash because I haven't rehearsed any of this, you know, and what will or won't work. But we're going to have a look at Woodwinds first, and then we'll tackle a bit of brass and do the same thing in the next video. But yes, let's have a little look, shall we? We're in Cubase, and obviously here are tracks I have prepared. And basically, I've sent them all to a group. We've got a Piccolo, Flute, Oboe, Clarinet, bassoon, and I've also made a multi with them all in, which for a solo library, I would definitely say don't bother doing this kind of thing, but I figured someone would want to do it, so let's just try it out. But I've also grouped these, of which there's nothing on here, but I thought it might be interesting to put a reverb on it just to hear what it sounds like with reverb as well. Yeah, let's open up one of the libraries, shall we? If you don't mind, can we do Piccolo last? Because my mouse is here, and the Piccolo range is under the mouse, so I have to move the mouse. So if we can come back to that in a sec, that'd be quite handy for me. Okay. How's everyone doing in their lockdown? Have you had your COVID jabs yet, or turn into raving alcoholics? I have been ill for it'll be my 6-week anniversary tomorrow of being ill. Like I've just basically done nothing. It's been horrendous, but I'm starting to feel good again now. Anyway, you haven't come to listen to me talk about that. Here is the GUI, and you know, these libraries are really simple, man. There's no legato. It's a sustain, and there are 4 articulations, I believe. So you have you know, shorts and then sustains, and I think there's a marcato in there as well. And you control dynamics with CC1, and although it's just one dynamic layer, it's got modeled EQ on it, so maybe you'll hear that better with a clarinet. You know what I mean? It sounds amazing for modeled EQing. It's not. To define that, he's EQ'd to model the sound of each of these instruments going through different dynamic layers. That's what that means. And again, this library is to be layered with other stuff. Yeah, you've got your mic positions obviously close. Wait, hold on. I'm on the wrong thing. Let's go back to flutes. Right, okay. So, close mic. And it's set to -6 dB. Just Decca. Let's put back up both on. I'll just leave them both on. See, the thing that's amazing about this is that although there's no legato, it's really playable. Let's move the mouse. Okay, so you've got C sharp is the highest note. So I mean, it is really playable. So I'll play with the oboe. Something you got to be really careful with when using sustains, I find in my very limited experience with anything orchestral, is creating a very organy sound, and it's so easy to do. You know, it's so easy just to make samples sound really bad. So you know, don't do that. There's no vibrato in this as well. That would be nice, but you know, it's a library for one job. So you know, you're not gonna have vibrato when you're ripping out and you know whatever you're doing with the piccolos and stuff. But again with the modeling, so you can fake dynamics on this really well. And when you play it as well, there's no like latency to deal with, like that you have to deal with you know, like CSS and all that stuff, like the latency to play and stuff. So it's instant. But actually, I should say this, and we need to do that now. All these tracks need to be at -80 if you're going to put them on grid. So we could try this out. Let's just bang you here. Actually, hold on. Let's just put this here. Should we put the step on, should we? Okay, so let's not put the it's weird, isn't it? Should be tight. I have no idea why that didn't. Oh, I know why. I didn't have the snap on, and the first thing was off. And what a shit state my life is. It's a rookie mistake. Okay, so let's just pretend that this is actually programmed with accents and all this kind of stuff, and you know. But let's just hear that, and it should be out of time. Okay, so quick little segue here into Cubase. You can set up your controller lane options on a touchscreen, and then say I want to see mod and velocity now. I can just press a button and I have mod and velocity. So let's say that I want to actually ride velocity mod in. Let's do it. Easy as that. I mean, obviously, I would spend a lot more time making it better, but okay, right. Well, I've obviously travelled through time because I've already put it at -80, which is why my playing sounds incredibly tight. But let's put it actually to how it would be, and now you hear it how it would be without the -80. You hear that? Loose as a duck's ass, apparently. Right. God, I need to get out more. Let's put that back to -80. Hopefully I've got them all done then. No, I haven't done that. Soon, and I have to do this as well. Okay, cool. Right. Let's do Oboe again for a little bit, I feel. I find if you're going to do any long sustains, to actually end it with a little short note and stuff, like the attack and the actual sound of the short articulation makes it sound. It gives it a bit of realism. It's when you block chord stuff, it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, you just wouldn't do that with a solo instrument, so don't do that. That's high, man. And then let's have a little look at the clarinet again. Actually, did I even look at the clarinet? No. There's no bass clarinet or contrabassoon or contrabass bassoon. Shame on you, Jasper, for being so lazy. You know. No. I understand that they're all kind of rare instruments, aren't they? I'm just spoiled because I was using. I better not mention any other developers' names, or you'll send a wasp's nest in the post. I've heard about your antics. You hear the close mic? That's the CC1 all the way up. See, I just wouldn't play chords with that, like just solo lines. And let's just do decadary. I don't know where you record all your samples, man, but you know the sound of this sounds absolutely amazing. I mean, I think you said you record everything in your garden shed. I mean, it must be a hell of a shed. Little wooden shack down in the back of the garden. Okay, so oh, again, I just go in here and you've got your dynamics and stuff like that. I like all his libraries have that, so I've covered that already. Yeah, I know how thorough of me. Go and watch all my other videos that show that, and go and watch everyone else's videos that do or don't show that, and then you'll learn how to use it. Okay. And last but not least, let's do the piccolo. I'm gonna have to put this mouse somewhere now. God damn it. Just need a bigger keyboard. Now, piccolo is always a shrill instrument. You know, in my brief experience of even recording any piccolo, it's always just this thing that cuts through everything. So an angry piccolo, it's like maybe used with care. That's maximum CC. Does sound good though. Okay. Oh, and the mouse is there now. Okay, hold on. Close mic. Man, I've just got G minor on the brain today. Just the track I've been working on is in it. You can hear how tight that is though when I'm playing it. You know, there's no latency added to it and stuff like that, which is really good. You know, it can handle speed, man. It's playable. All this stuff's playable. All these patches are playable. Now, I'm going to stop with the piccolo there and put my mouse back. Sorry, the expert Kensington trackball mouse. Is it a mouse or a trackball? You know, you've got to make your mind up, haven't you, really? I'm going to say with the massive red ball, it's a trackball. Okay, so I also made this, which is basically probably a crime against solo instruments, but I figured someone's going to want to do it and hear what it sounds like. But I really, I don't know if you're going to sketch around with it and stuff, do this stuff, but you just get layered. You'd have to zone stuff if you wanted to do it properly, but I don't know, just for a bit of fun, huh? So this is everything. I just wouldn't do that. It's just... Maybe a textural thing, and of course if you're going to use it for sound design, anything goes, but yeah, that sounds cool. Okay, so that's the multi. Shall we get a little quick listen to what it sounds like with a bit of reverb, and then I'm going to have a little go and see what it sounds like with a track. Let's go back to normal reality for a minute. Right, so I'm going to just leave all the mics on just to hear what it sounds like. Let's just put a reverb. Let's just put a reverb on here. Okay. Do you want to hear it 100% wet? Of course you do. Instant sound design, an infinite tail. A bit much, I reckon. Anyway, let's bring this down. I love this reverb anyway. It's amazing. Probably a bit much, you know what I mean? It's Got a very nice breathy thing with that. Thing is, I do love using Woodwinds for sound design stuff as well. I mean, like, this might be going a little bit off track for a second, but this is a very good delay. Well, I like this delay. It's all twisting out already. Yeah, anyway, maybe we shouldn't actually go down this road. Start losing hours. The video suddenly becomes 6 hours long. But anyway, yeah, let's just turn the reverb off for a minute. You know, I haven't written a piece just with these instruments, so, you know, it'll be a much better test if someone does that, and then you can put reverb on the whole section. But yeah, just a quick reminder of what it sounds like. I mean, also, to be perfectly honest with you, if we're going to do this, we should probably, you know, turn the deckers off and stuff. But I don't know, man. Like, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. I don't know what people tell you to do anything. Okay, so that's reverb on close. And if we actually make that a little bit more reasonable, like, you know, you know, if you want your own complete dry sound and shape it to your own theatre, as some people say, but so yeah, it sounds glorious with a decent reverb just with the close mics, and it sounds great without the reverb if that is your if that's your scene. Sounds great with it on as well. But yeah, okay, so, you know, that's in my opinion, that's this walkthrough kind of over. I mean, like, you know, just showing you everything in the library and what it sounds like. Now I'm going to have a little go at trying to use it with a piece that I've been working on. And, you know, I'm no expert in orchestral writing, but I started sketching out a piece of music, I don't know, a year and a half ago, and then I sort of stopped working on it on Christmas Day last year, and then I haven't had time to work on it again. But the whole idea was just, I just wanted to write a piece of music that was just orchestral, so there isn't any, you know, transformer risers and all that kind of stuff, and there are, you know, not relying on any. I just wanted to see if I could write a piece that didn't rely on any of that stuff. So obviously I've completely overwritten, and it's just a mess basically. But I'm having a lot of fun actually just pissing around with it and writing and stuff. So I'm going to try and see if I can, you know, augment it with these instruments. I'm not going to use this multi, so we're just going to get rid of that and that. And obviously, with the power of the touchscreen, we have a glorious button that will now show my whole track. So I've coloured it so it sort of makes a bit of sense. Apart from this is all strings down here, and I colour strings red, green, like first violins 1, 2, viola, cello are blue, and basses are that, because I made this little colour palette, and it's just something I always do. And the reason why is because when I actually select a part and then I choose that as part, I can actually kind of see what colours are what, you know. Oh shit, don't do that. Okay. Beach ball. Probably can't see the beach ball on the screen. Okay, right. So I'm not going to work on this whole track at the moment, and maybe I should play it so you know what a bit of context and stuff, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to choose something to augment it with, something like a little fast run or something. A little flourish like that might be cool. Okay, so let's again, this could be a car crash, so let's just copy that for a minute. And then let's choose the flute and then put that on there. I never normally copy data and stuff, but just as a little starting point, and it is -80, so this should be okay. Okay, right, so we're going to get rid of that. Yeah, one idiot. Okay, I muted the wrong one. Stupid. Why doesn't that sound? Let's do that. Here's another little editing tip if you want to know one. If you've got a mouse with multiple buttons on, I've programmed the mouse so if I double click, if I click 2 buttons at once, it mutes. So you see this, if I do it, it mutes the data. And then if I press the right, it nudges per quantize and it goes left. So it's quite quick. Anyway. See what this sounds like. I don't even know if I want those notes there now. this sounds like with piccolos on there and an octave higher. And okay. Yeah, okay. You got to remember mod wheel. I don't know why the read automation's on. That needs to fuck off immediately. Okay, so just written the mod data in there. Beach ball. We'll leave those there. I tend to leave muted notes just in case I made my mind up. I mean, there's just so much stuff in this. This is just a massive sketch, and like loads of it. The brass sounds like dog's brown. You know, everything needs sorting out, and for me, it's just a bit of fun, just messing around with ideas. But that already is sounding so much more alive at the moment to me. Maybe that's a little bit loud, so we'll turn it down. Yeah, all right. Nice bit of reverb would be good. Okay, here's another little tip that you can use with Cubase as well. I don't know why I'm telling you tips in this. I mean, I guess this little section of these videos is just, it's no longer the walkthrough, it's just me using the library, how I'm going to use it. Because I honestly just have no time for the types out there that will go, "You're using this wrong. We would never do this in an orchestral setting. I've been writing music since the 1800s. Cool, man. No one's heard of you. So if we copy... balls. I haven't got the button actually printed on here, but a quick way of doing this, if you haven't got a button on there, copy the data, click in here, and then use paste to origin, and then it will paste exactly. Highly surgical. Okay, so if we... Let's go back down to here, because when I wrote this quite a long time ago, loads of it's like the way I name stuff is different, like so much stuff is different, but I was using Albion 1 shorter range just for sketching because I really like the sound of it, and you know what I mean? It's just, it's great just to actually write with, but it's just where it's all arranged, everything's octaved and stuff, so... Which I'm obviously really helping it by playing, like literally playing G, G, G. I'm just compacting. There must be about 60 Gs, you know? Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to... we're just going to copy this for a second. And then what I'm going to do is... using paste to origin again. Now, obviously I don't want it to play all these chords because it's going to sound like sonic toilet water, but... Yeah, you know what I mean? And the organ effect is real. That needs to go. It's way out of range. So's that. Let's just literally be boring for a second. Maybe flick that down there. And then okay, that sounds acceptable for now. And let's get rid of this. Put you down there just for a second. And then put you on an octave. If you take quantize or snap to grid, when the beach ball is not bending you over and doing unsavory things, take the snap off, and then you can have the increment go up like that. You know, much smoother. Not that it's necessary for this right now because it's just literally notes. Just it's just one note. But you know, if you're looking for a smoother curve, actually Cubase 11 solved all that, hasn't it? It's got Bezier curves now. Forget what I'm saying. Totally forget what I'm saying. Here is a tip though with Cubase. This is difficult to see without changing the colors. So you know, maybe you want to actually change the color scheme. So let's go for orange for a minute, and then what the hell's going on here? Ugh. What the hell happened then? Or I don't know why I'm doing that with the curve. Like just for something like this at the moment, if you just do that and you can use the pencil tool or just do that, and then it should draw. There you go, a line. But you know, it depends. I don't think having a straight line on most things is a good idea, but you know, whatever. Okay. I would say that that's too much. Okay, so let's do that run there as well. I say run, just fast bit. Ooh, that's cheeky, isn't it? Very sloppy. It's all quantized as well in this, just because I wanted to get all the timings tight and stuff, which is just work in progress at the minute. It's very rare that I write a piece of music now just for myself, just for a bit of fun, and you know, nobody owns it and all that kind of stuff. But it's also good practice. I just want something to practice on, and so we copy that, and then let's go back here, paste the origin, and then let's join these up, and then the mod data should carry on. Yeah, all right. do it before and after. You see the muting thing with the mouse trackball or whatever you're using, touchpads and all that kind of stuff, is not just for MIDI notes. It's not. It doesn't just mute MIDI notes. It also does events as well, which is why this is really useful, because you can just do that and unmute and then mute again. That's just something that I sort of got really annoyed with, having to constantly press Option and M and muting on the touchscreen. It's just bullshit. Like, some of the buttons that you see people put on the touchscreens are total bullshit. Total waste of time. Why are you going to put a transport panel on there? You've got a space bar there, you know? It's just certain things. Okay, so let's go before. Okay, I'm loving the sound of it. I mean, it's totally ridiculous, especially with the trumpets underneath it. But we'll do the brass, obviously, in the next video, because I really want to hear what the brass is going to do to all this. And obviously, I'm going to have to rewrite loads of stuff, but, you know. Let's hear what that sounds like going an octave above. So let's do, I don't know, whatever, green, and then let's do the piccolo. Let's do that as a darker green. And now when we do the parts, we should see that's an octave up. So let's just be ridiculous. No, we can't do that. Okay, so yeah, this is just a sketch track. There's just so much stuff in here. Let's copy you. I mean, you know, we could talk about quantizing and stuff like that, but I'm under the firm belief right now of just everything being quantized is a good thing, just for everything being tight. But obviously lyrical stuff I'd play, you know, actually play it in and make it sound natural. But for this video, I mean, I'm not going to do anything like that. Okay. Again, we're in the zone again with this organy thing. Okay, cool. And let's bang you up to there. Yeah, I think that's too loud still. Sorry, I just had to pause the video then. Yeah, right, where were we? I think we're going to shorten that. That's what's going on. Okay, cool. Right, so let's hear this without. Hear it with. Definitely good to augment. Obviously, it needs to be mixed, and I'd put reverbs on and stuff like that. What else have we got going on? Okay, let's try that, shall we? That's a flute. Let's do a solo flute then. Let's check it's on the grid. Ugh. What the hell's going on there? I probably wouldn't put that there just because of the legato already being handled by this library here, and it's exposed. Let's try this. This is not interesting. That would explain why there's some timing problems. See how quick that is to edit when you've got buttons assigned to that. It's too much though. That's the thing, you've got to be really careful with loud dynamics. Turn it down as well. I'd automate it if I wanted to layer it there. It depends because the brass. I mean, the brass is going to be quite epic and big and stuff there. Like, I kind of want that wind bit to be like a textural thing. So yeah, I don't know. I'd have a play around. I mean, like, this is just me going through it speedily. I mean, if I did, I would just use this and... something like that, you know. Definitely works. I mean, it's the same dynamic layers, so yeah, I think a bit of volume automation and stuff is an essential thing. See, it's very tempting to put this on everything, but I don't really want triple F layer on everything, you know. I would only use it on certain things, but, you know, for shits and giggles, let's have a little look, shall we? Also, I wouldn't just copy it like this, because this was written for a spiccato type patch. So, you know, it's all just staccato, yeah. Let's try the oboes. Hold on. What did I just copy? Clarinet. Let's do bassoon. No. I mean, this has got no mod data on it at the moment. Then that's just sort of me riding it gently. Just kind of a textural thing. mod wheel changes the sound dramatically. I mean, from a mix point of view. And yeah, all right. I could spend all day doing this, so I'm not sure I should. Otherwise, the video is just going to become unwieldy. But you know, let's just hear what that sounds like together for a minute. Just for a laugh, I did actually put reverbs on all of these, which have all been off. So reverb on each of the groups, winds, brass, percussion, strings, plus that one I just put on, and then one on the mixed process bus to glue it. And this might be too much because I was doing this when I was tired, but hey, let's listen to it. Bit wet, but hey, it's a bit of fun. Let's just try this little bit here. Okay. So, what do we think? You know, for a layering library and stuff, it's definitely it's riskier. I'm going to just put it on everything. You know, it's not without its limitations. Obviously, it's just a single layer library that you should blend with all your stuff. But you know, it clearly adds definition and lyricism to your music and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, buy it or don't. You know, it's nothing to do with me. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, then I'm going to put out the one on brass soloists in a bit. So check that out if you want to check out the brass solos. And I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to add brass to this track and stuff and just see what it kind of adds to the track and sounds like and stuff like that. Yeah, wicked. Well, until next time.